Hello and welcome back to 1999. This is Games Over Explained. I wanted to do something a little different this time. I figured maybe, I was in kind of a nostalgic mood and maybe I'd play a classic game from my childhood that I really adore. So we are going to jump right in. Let's jump into a new scenario. We're going to go into Forest Frontiers, which is kind of the starting scenario for the game. We're going to pause immediately because it will continue to time out on us. And the scenario is deep in the forest, build a thriving theme park in a large cleared area, and our main objective is to have at least 250 guests in our park by the end of October year 1, with a park rating of at least 600. This is notoriously a pretty simple challenge, but I will say I have not played this game in a number of years, so we're just going to dive right in and try to navigate our scenario. I do need to unpause to do construction, so let's go ahead and drag out this pathway. We are going to go ahead and pop in a queue like that, and we do need to go ahead and build our first attraction. So I was thinking for our first attraction we'll go with something classic like the merry-go-round. So let's select to build that and we'll rotate it that way, and we should be able to plop it there, and then we can put the entrance there and the exit there. So we'll pop back in, grab our pavers and drop it in again just like so. And that's going to be our first attraction. Should be pretty straightforward and simple. It feels so weird to be playing this game again in 2022. I really played the heck out of this game when I was a kid, and it's exciting to be able to return to it. This is RollerCoaster Tycoon Deluxe version, I believe, on Steam. So it's not exactly the same as the original, I think. There are some changes, mainly for compatibility purposes. So we've got our Haunted Mansion in, and that should give us at least a start to how we're going to run the park. So let's go ahead and flip these attractions open. And of course, you guys can't hear, but the merry-go-round just kicked on the music for me. Let's go ahead and set the pricing to our park. We're going to start at $1, just keep it real simple, and let's open it up. That should get us some guests coming in and start generating some revenue. And then I think we can charge for each of these, $1 and $1. All right, well, that seems fair enough for now. We'll go ahead and let that roll and try to get some guests in. Yep, so if we pop up here to our financial information tab, we can go over to the show marketing campaigns, and then that will allow us to purchase different types of marketing, various different things, free entry, free rides, etc. Let's let it roll for a minute and see how we end up in terms of attendance, because we do want to make our goal. We don't have a ton of time to be able to complete our objective. Let's take a look at the car ride. Is the car ride a little more thrilling? We could just pull in one of the original ones, or we could do a custom ride. So it does look like we actually have people queuing up here. 1, 2, yep, so we have 3 people queuing so far, which is awesome. So since we do have a little bit of finance left over, let's go ahead and build out another path like this. We're gonna have to clear that tree. So let's just start with that for now, and let's pop up to our attractions again. I do wanna add the scrambled eggs. It's a spinner ride, so I think that's probably a good place to start it. And let's go ahead and just pop that in off the main path, and we'll actually put the entrance over here and the exit there. That seems fine. And we'll grab our pathway and plop that, and then people can exit and dump out onto this side path, and we'll go ahead and plop in our queue as well. Go ahead and close all these menus, and let's open up this ride. It is currently free. We do not want it to be free. Let's upgrade that cost a little bit. Trying to make some money here. We're not trying to give away the rides. So that gives us a start there. We could also plop in the swinging ship like there. Let's plop that in like that, and then we'll build the entrance here and the exit there. We are going to need to clear this tree, and I'm trying to remember how we actually do that. So let's see. There we go. That clears the tree. So all I had to do is come up here to the land and right click on the tree I wanted gone, and it is done. So of course we're going to add a queue here as well, and then we're going to grab more footpaths and drop that in. We should be able to go ahead and connect our footpaths like that, and let's right click there to get rid of that guy. And then we should be able to flip open the ride and we'll set it to $1. And then we'll kind of give it a second to run and see how we're doing on our finances. Not great, admittedly. We don't have a ton of draw in here just yet. Have we had any notifications yet? No. Okay, so we don't even have enough people yet really to get an idea of how much or different types of wants and needs, things of that nature. So let's plop in some benches here, just get some bench stuff done, and then let's go ahead and drop in some lights here. That way we are covered and everything is well lit in the park. We're getting some momentum now on the number of guests in the park, which is great. The park rating went down for some reason. I'm not really sure on that one, but it seems like everything's going well on the rides and attractions. Let's look at our finances again. I do want to look at weekly profit. Yeah, so we're not quite stable. Let's go ahead and bump up the cost of entry for the park to $2. That should do it. And then we just need 250 guests and a park rating of 600. So we should be able to kind of just keep slamming down more rides. In the meantime, let's go ahead and build a little food park here. To start, I think I'm just gonna pop this out like this, and then we'll just kind of get started from there. So let's go back to our attractions and go under these guys. We're gonna grab a burger bar, and we're gonna put that like, let's see, actually, how do we want to do this? We could pull it all in off this little side street. That should be fine, actually. So let's go ahead and open that. Let's see what we're charging. $1.50 for burgers. That seems fair for $19.99. Let's also grab the soda machine and flip that open, or I guess the drink stall. $1.20 seems good. And I did see that notification. We'll grab that here in just a moment once we finish building out this little food attraction area here. We'll get some cotton candy. Everyone loves cotton candy. Same price through the park. And then we'll also go ahead and grab the bathroom, because bathrooms are important and we don't actually have one right now. So let's flip that open. We do want the bathroom to be free. We could charge for the bathroom if we wanted to, but it's not necessary. So if we look at our previous message, it does say that guests are commenting that your park entrance fee is very cheap. Perhaps you could increase the entrance fee to make more money. Excellent idea. Let's bump that up to $4. Let's see if they complain too much. It should give me feedback as we go on about how we're doing on the value for the purchase. And we are losing money, which is okay. We do have a loan out that we could pay off at some point. It's probably a good idea to try and do that down the line, but currently it's not much of an option. So let's go ahead and actually put this path in like that, and then we'll trim off these tails. Oh, I hear the merry-go-round slowing down. What's going on here? Merry-go-round 1 has broken down. All right, let's pause for a second. I just realized I haven't actually hired any maintenance men or anything. So let's grab a mechanic. We're gonna throw him down. Let's do 2. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4 rides, so I think it makes sense to have that. I don't think we need a security guard just yet. We'll go ahead and hire a single handyman just to try and clean up the park. I don't think we need an entertainer yet either. So I think we'll be okay there. Let's go ahead and unpause. And that should give the mechanic the opportunity to go in and clean up the merry-go-round. So hopefully he gets that taken care of pretty quickly. That way we don't have to worry about it too much. I do want to look at our research and development. Let's see. So we are unlocking the Ferris wheel, which is very exciting. Everyone loves Ferris wheels. And it should be done by April 17th. But what's today's date? April 8th. Okay, cool. So that gives us an opportunity to maybe wait a minute. Our handyman's out here mowing the lawn. I guess that's fine. I don't remember how that affects the game. So I guess probably just like making the place more appealing or something. I'm not sure. Let's take a look in here. Can we add waste bins? Yes, we're gonna need waste bins like, really bad. So let's pop in here and let's rotate the park a little bit so we can see what we're doing. I do want waste bins kind of in central areas where people are gonna be walking a lot, but especially over here near the food and drink. So I think what we can do is plop one there and there. That way they're all across the front, because I really don't want people throwing their trash on the ground. So we'll kind of just drop these in. If you can tell, I have not played this game in quite a while, and it's I'm a little rusty, I think. You know, when you haven't played a game for about 15 years or so. This is one of the games that kind of got me started in video games. I remember being a kid and playing this game on my grandmother's computer every summer when I was hanging out with her instead of, you know, sitting at home, or, you know, school was out and you had to do something. Your mom and dad were working, so they dumped you at grandma's house. That was my childhood experience. So I played a lot of this, played a lot of Zoo Tycoon, later down the line, some Locomotion, all games that I really do want to try and play on the channel at some point. So if you enjoy seeing some of these classic management games, especially ones that are special to me, please consider leaving a comment and just saying, hey, you know, I'd love to see more of this. Seems really cool. Or maybe you haven't even seen RollerCoaster Tycoon, though I'm not even sure how that would work, how you could live your whole life without seeing this game, but I'm sure it happens. So we do have the Ferris Wheel available now, so let's go ahead and get that plopped in, because we need to try and continue to increase the number of rides that we have available for our guests. So it looks like we should be able to plop it in over here off this side road. I think that's probably one of our best bets. I am going to need to remove that tree, so let's do that. And then we'll offset this back one, and we'll put in the entrance over here, and then the exit over there. And let's go ahead and rotate a little bit so we can see what we're doing. And I am going to put a queue down. This queue might be a little short. We'll find out. We might have to do some rearranging. But for the meantime, we can go ahead and flip this open, make sure that there's a charge for it. I'm saying $1 because that's, you know, we're trying to make money here. We're trying to get the park going. Let's go ahead and drop that in for $1, and hopefully that'll do the trick. So yeah, if you don't know about RollerCoaster Tycoon, there are a whole slew of scenarios in the game. That's kind of one of the big attractions to it, is the on-rails experience, but it also does have a sandbox mode that you can kind of just go hog wild if you want. But the scenarios are interesting, and RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 especially has a really great learning curve where it just slowly works you up into more difficult challenges down the line. And I think that's really cool. I think that's nice. So this is the very first scenario, which is pretty easy. It should be anyway. I wanted to do it just because I am a little rusty in the game and was unsure if I wanted to take on anything more challenging than what we were already working with. So this will be what we do. So let's take a look at our finances real quick and see. Yeah, we're still losing money, but the value of the park is going up, and we are starting to make a weekly profit, which there's something to be said about that. So hopefully we can stabilize our cash flow a little bit. That way we can start paying down that loan, because that will create built-in value for us, so we're not losing money to the loan anymore. I think we should probably go ahead and consider doing a spiral slide too, since we're already here. So let's go ahead and grab that. We're gonna build a spiral slide, and I am gonna set this back a little more, not much, like there. And then we'll do the entrance and the exit like so. Same thing, grab our queue up, grab our exit path, drop that. Easy. So let's take a look at our price. We'll do 50 cents. I mean, it's just a slide, right? It can't be that expensive. So let's go ahead and hit play. I do want to look at our attractions and see. So it looks like the swinging ship is doing well. I would like to see profit. There we go. Yeah, so we're losing money on all the amenities. The swinging ship is quite popular right now, which is pretty good. The slide hasn't started making money yet. That's okay. It looks like everything else is doing pretty well. We might be able to increase the cost on the Ferris wheel, though. That will push people away from using it. So maybe we don't want to do that just yet. Guests are commenting that your park entrance fee is very cheap. Excellent. Yes, let's go ahead and increase our cost again. Bump that up to $6, and hopefully that'll get us going there. We only needed, what, 250 guests? Yeah, so, and our park rating is getting there, I think. Let me see if I can remember how to actually check that. Our park rating is 707, yeah, so if we just keep increasing the number of attractions, we should be able to get to that goal pretty quick. So let's see, can I get a steel mini coaster? I suppose we could build our own. Let's go ahead and try that. We don't have a ton of money. I don't remember how much it's gonna be, but we'll do something pretty simple. So we'll have our on-ramp here. bring this out like that. Yep, that should be good. And then we're gonna take it straight. We're gonna make it a pulley chain, so it will lift the cars up. It will go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll keep this kind of simple and easy. Let's get rid of that tree. We should be able to take it like that. And let's curve it around. Can we do a tighter curve? Yeah. That seems actually really short now that I'm looking at it. Let's take this up a little more, just a little. It's probably gonna clear some trees. Let's see, are we gonna be able to make this curve here? I'm not sure. Let's look. Oh, did I even have chain lift on? No. There we go. All right. So let's now try to curve this like that. Do it again. Too high for supports. All right. That'll work. Then we will bring this down like that and do a sharp drop like so. Got to get rid of this tree. Bring it down like that. And then bring it flat like so. And then let's try and do a roll like that, which should bring us, let's see, can I bring this helix up? Nope. Okay, so we don't have enough room or headway to bring that helix up. So let's actually just bring this curve around like that. And then we will straighten it out like so. And we'll bring it up on a hump like that. And then back down. And then one thing I would like to do is flatten this out, grab the chain lift, take it back up like so, like that, pretty much as high as it'll let us go. Let's see if we can turn this like that, and then bring it straight, get rid of the chain and flatten it. And then we'll bring it straight down again. Raise or lower land. Yep, I don't want to go all the way through. So let's take it back one, straighten this slope out like that. And then we should be able to bring it back in to our track. There we go. All right. So there's our coaster, our first one. It's not very compact at all. You can definitely tell it's been a little bit since I played this game. Let's go ahead and put our entrance and exit down. We're going to grab our cues, do the same thing we've been doing. Drag the cue out, drag the exit out. And then let's do a test, because I do want to see how this coaster goes. So it does take you up. This isn't like Planet Coaster or anything. It's not that advanced. We're not able to actually hop on the train car, unfortunately. I wish you could, but it is not in the cards. So here comes that first drop. They come around, up, yep, back onto this other chain track, which will take them up. And then it'll drop you again real hard and bring you around into the base. Cool. So let's see. There's a way to check the test results. Here it is. So it looks like it's not yet available. That's all right. We're going to go ahead and open it. And we're going to put the price as $2 on this guy. And hopefully it works out well. I think maybe it's 2. Yeah, so the nausea rating's very high, but it is pretty intense and moderately exciting. So we'll see if it draws in some people. Yeah, we've already got some customers coming up right now. Look at that. No problem. All right. So let's take a look at our finances again. Yep, we spent a lot of money on the coaster. Hopefully we'll recover it pretty quickly. We'll find out. We do need to bring more guests in. We're not cranking up the guest numbers that much. So let's see if we can run a marketing campaign, and let's do just a advertising campaign for a particular ride, and we're gonna do it for our roller coaster for 1 week. Nope, can only do 2. All right, we're doing 2 then. Let's go ahead and run that campaign. It'll cost us a little money, but if it draws in even a handful of people, I think that's gonna clear our goal, because our current park value is, let's see, our park rating, I think is what we're looking for. Yeah, park rating. So we are well above the limit, I believe. Yeah, 600. So we're doing well. We just need to clear the guests barrier, and then we'll be done with this guy. This coaster is a little underwhelming. I will build a better one at some point. It's you know, it's what happens when you haven't played a game in forever. Wow, scrambled eggs is popping. Look at that. It's gotta be making bank. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's making $69.60. Very nice. It's funny to see how cheap this theme park is, you know, compared to today. If you go to Disney or some other theme park, amusement park, at least in the United States, you're looking at a few $100s just to get in. It's insane. Meanwhile, we're out here charging $6 for people to come in. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Guests are commenting that it's very cheap. See, I was just talking about that. We should be able to increase our price. Let's take it up to 8. See how we're doing there. Keep clicking the wrong stuff. You're driving me nuts. 250 guests in your park at the end of October year 1 with a park rating of at least 600. So we just have to keep running the park well at this point and we'll be good to go. So the other thing we could do is, since we have this clear space over here, let's take a look at our research and development and see how we're doing. So they're developing a steel roller coaster, which I think this is the steel mini roller coaster. Yep, there it's available. Yeah, so it's the mini roller coaster, but now we have the full coaster, which is a much nicer car. But I don't know that we're gonna dive into that. I think really what we could do is do like a little car ride inside here. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see if we can figure that out. How big are these things? Yeah, not very. So let's actually set this over here. We'll just use the pre-built one on this one. And let's put the entrance there and the exit there. And then what I'd like to do is bring the queue like that. And then let's see if we can bring the path, meander it around like that. And then we should be able to build through the supports like this. And that'll connect it up. And that way we're not wasting so much space since the coaster's kind of all over the place over there. Probably worth going ahead and looking at our trash bins again, just making sure that we're properly putting bins out and making sure we still have lighting and things like that. Let's drop a bin here, and then let's drop some benches along this path. Since we're deeper in the park, people don't really have a place to sit right now. And this is just a basic park, not a ton of decoration or anything like that for now, but at least we have lots of rides and we should be able to continue growing. And it looks like we are making some money at this point. Let's see. Yeah, our weekly profit's up to $239.40. It took a nosedive, I think, because of that marketing campaign that we're running to advertise our new coaster, which apparently is less popular than the car ride that we just opened. Oh, the car ride's not paid. That's why. Whoops. Let's bump that up to $1. That should curb some of the enthusiasm about the ride itself. So I think that's it. We're in a good place there. We got 32 people on the Ferris wheel, 9 people on the slide, 15 on the haunted house, 12 on the merry-go-round, 16 on the swinging ship, 16 on scrambled eggs, 18 on our big coaster, and 8 on the ride for the car ride. Not bad. We do have a little room over here too to fit in another ride. So let's see. Type unknown, initial research. So we can throw some more funding at this. Uh-oh, haunted house broke down. Let's see. In theory, one of our mechanics should be on the way. I should be able to check that over here. Yeah, heading for haunted mansion. So I am gonna hire another handyman because we are starting to get a lot more foot traffic in here and I can see trash or puke, one of the two, sitting there on the ground. So I think it's probably worth hiring another handyman just to make sure that we're actually getting that taken care of. Our advertising campaign for the roller coaster is finished, and I don't know that it made that much of a difference, so may not be that impressive. Well, that's all right. It is what it is. We just have to pretty much maintain course at this point for the rest of this, so I don't know that, we're too worried about it. We've got a good park rating, and we have our 250 guests well over at this point, so we pretty much just need to keep on keeping on, and eventually we'll bounce back. So let's wait and see. Oh, shop stall. I want to shop. Let's turn off shops and stalls, and we'll leave it for just roller coasters, thrill rides, and gentle rides. We'll turn off ride improvements as well. I don't think it's going to matter as much in this playthrough since it's kind of a smaller park and we're already taking up a lot of space. I'm sure there's more efficient ways of running this campaign, but here we are. So I was looking at our roller coaster 1 and the guest thoughts about it, and it looks like there's a lot of overwhelming opinion that it's just too intense. So I'm wondering if we should re-evaluate what we're doing here. This guy is not having a good time. He's angry. All right. I'm thinking we actually shut the coaster down and do a little bit of a refurbishment. It seems to be a little too intense for some of our guests, so I think maybe decreasing the intensity is not the worst idea. I think let's start over here, and we're just gonna bulldoze our way back, and we might just get rid of this second drop altogether, and we'll see if we can actually we're gonna build forward, and what I'd like to do is try and do like a hump like this. It looks like they're special. Let's see. We could do an S-bend. Ah, okay. So let's actually do that. Let's come up out of this hump like that. And then we'll bring them down a little bit, straight. And then we'll do S-bend to the left and an S-bend to the right. Just to give them some wiggle, I guess. And then we'll bring the coaster around like so. Ooh, are we gonna clear the... Yep, okay, perfect. So let's see, can we cut this? Is this possible? Yes, okay. So I'm thinking we'll bring it across like that, straight, and bring it down. Try to bring it flush, like that. And that should give us a nice little loop. Bring it across there, and then let's try and meet up with the track again. There we go. All right, let's run another test on this and see if it's a little less intense. It gets really close to the other ride now. We ate up some of the space, but I think maybe it'll, not sure, maybe give us a little bit of boost on it. It won't be as intense because it doesn't have that second drop. That's my theory anyway. We'll find out here in just a minute. All right, and the test results are in. It looks pretty good. It's definitely not intense anymore, as intense. So we'll go ahead and reopen it. I just wanted to make this a little more attractive for people. We really just need people being interested in the ride more so than we need intense rides. So I think that should do it on that front. So we do have an information kiosk that sells umbrellas as well as other amenities. So let's actually flip this around and drop it there in the corner, and then we'll set up the park map price. Let's actually drop that down to 50 cents. And then our umbrella price will bump up to, well, I guess 250 is fine, right? Let's check in on our burger and see. So our profit is really slim. So I'm wondering if we should bump up the price of our burger to $2, which will give us a $1.50 per. Just try and turn this into a bit of a profit center. Really, I only need a $1.50 for the drink. And then let's look at our cotton candy here, 80 cents. Let's move that up to $1. And then of course the bathroom's free, so that should cover us there. So I think we're still doing okay on our objective. 250 guests and a park rating of 600. Let's take a look at our park rating, 792. Excellent, we're doing good. I think all in all, you know, this is a pretty successful little park, even though it's a little messy. Wow, look how many more people want to be on the roller coaster now. Insane. That's all it took, was just increasing or decreasing the intensity of it. So that was pretty easy. Looks like there's some maybe vomit on the ground. Let's go ahead and put a couple of trash bins here next to the exit. That way when people come off, they can just puke right into the bin. They don't have to worry about finding a place to puke, I guess. Though it doesn't seem like they're doing that. They're just kind of yakking right in the middle of the road, which, you know, whatever, I guess. That's what the janitors are for, I suppose. But it would be nice to try and make their lives a little easier. Let's actually take one of our handymen and let's tell them not to mow grass. That way they're only focusing on cleaning messes, and then the other one can mow. Because again, I'm not convinced that mowing is all that useful. If you know off the top of your head, let me know. I'm working on, you know, the last time I played this game, I was probably 12 or 13. So I am not 100% sure on some of these values, so I'm working on a very dated knowledge base. So let me know in the comments if you know anything about it, and I'd appreciate it. That'd be nice. So let's see. At this point, we're just kind of riding it out. It's July right now, so the next thing we can do, I don't really want to go down the path of doing a wet ride. They're kind of a pain. We already have pretty much everything else done. We could do a monorail, but I don't really, this park's so small, it seems like maybe there's not a ton of reason to do the monorail. We are making some money. I'd like to decrease our loan here, at least a little bit. We'll pay a little off for it. That way we're not worrying about the loan being out, though I don't think that counts in the objective. Parks are complaining about the disgusting state of the paths in your park. All right, let's go ahead and hire another handyman. It's probably well worth it. We'll take handyman 3 and we'll tell him not to mow either. That way, literally only handyman 1 is focusing on mowing. Everybody else can be focusing on actually maintaining the park and keeping it tidy, which is important to our guests. Okay, and we have unlocked another attraction. This time it is the log flume. I know I just said I didn't want to do any more water rides or do any water rides, but I was specifically referring to the boat hire simply because you have to actually build that on a lake. And we don't have a lake and I don't want to build one. So we're going to do the log flume. Let's take a look and see what we can do over here. Let's look at the pre-built one. No, you know what? Let's do a custom one. Let's do a custom one. It'll be fun. So we're gonna start out our guests. Let's see. Over here probably makes the most sense, simply because we can run our path out this way and across. So let's do that. Bring the log flume like so. And that should get us taken care of. Let's get rid of this tree, bring this out a little more. And then we're gonna immediately start climbing. Actually, let's bring this back just a couple. That way we have a little more room and we're able to get going a little faster. So let's do it like that. And then we're gonna turn it. Let's see, do we even have enough room to turn it? We do, excellent. Ooh, we're cutting it close there. Let's see, this tree is blocking our path, I think. Once again, so let's get rid of the tree, bring it around like so, and then let's take it up. That's gonna be as high as it goes. Okay, so let's not take it up anymore, actually. Let's bring this across like that so you get a nice little view for a minute, and then we'll come down for a hard splashdown like that. And then we'll just keep it straight right over here, and let's bring this back 1, and that should loop us back around like that. No problem. And we'll put our entrance and exit over here. And then what I want to do is let's run this on test while we figure out what we're going to do for the queuing system. So let's grab our queue. Actually, let's start with our exit path first, because I think that's going to be the trick. So let's do it like that. We'll bring one across like that, and we'll grab our queue and bring it across. Hang on a second. What's going on here? We don't want the queue to jump over there. So let me actually see, can I remove the path then? Let's do that. Let's grab the queue, bring it down like that, and then we'll grab our exit and bring it across. There we go. So we're just gonna bring our main path across over here. It'll go under the coaster, and we should be able to bring this out like this, and then just link it up there. No problem. And then we'll see what the test results of this guy is here in just a minute. It's a very simple ride, so hopefully it won't be too intense for some of our folks. And then we'll go ahead and set the price to $1, like all the other rides in the park. And then it looks like we're getting our test results in. Yeah, it's pretty low thrill. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. And that will give us another option for attractions. That way our guests can continue to have fun, and we can still make sure that we're optimizing our R&D funds. Speaking of, let's see what is next. It's a gentle ride. Oh, the observation tower. Very cool. We might be able to squeeze that in right here. I don't remember how big it is. We'll find out on the 3rd of September, almost in time for our goal to finally come up. All right, and we have unlocked our observation tower, which we're going to build in this thunderstorm because that seems like the safe thing to do for our guests. So let's rotate this bad boy around like that, and we're just gonna take it up quite a bit like so. Let's see. Let's take it up 30, and that should do it. And I think that's pretty much all we need to do, right? And then we can grab the entrance, put it there, put the exit down, and then we'll grab our path. Let's see, grab the queue like that and grab the path like that. And let's run a test and see how we do. It should be high enough. It's way higher than anything else in the park. It's kind of the point, though it seems a little, maybe not the best idea to be running this during a thunderstorm. But, you know, they'll probably be fine. What's the worst that can happen? They get struck by lightning and all get seriously injured? I guess it is the worst that can happen. Let's go ahead and open this thing. I think it'll probably be all right. The storm's clearing. We're good to go. And we're down to just about a month until our goal runs up, and we have a pretty bustling park so far. So let's take a quick look over. So we have 470 plus guests hovering back and forth. And our park rating is 765, which is pretty good. It definitely clears the goals that we need to do. Oh, it looks like we have 2 months actually, because we have to have it at the end of October. So we do have a little bit more time until we actually are able to clear the goal, which is fine. Gives us some time to observe our park and take a look. I'm almost wondering if we couldn't slam in another coaster over here somewhere. Let's take a look. Let's see, what's R&D working on? Oh, whatever it is, it's not going to be done in time. So let's go ahead and close that out. And let's look at our coasters. Let's look at the steel coaster. Steel or wooden? We'll do a steel because I think they can be a little more compact. That's what's called the Exterminator. It's a little large. Fizzly. Ooh, the Fizzly would fit. Well, maybe. Let's rotate it around. The Fizzly would barely fit. Yeah, let's do that. Can't construct this here. Why? Because of the trees? Okay, so before we do that, we'll have to clear the trees. It's all part of playing an older game, you know. Games like Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo, they'll clear this stuff for you. But unfortunately, we're not playing a newer game. We're playing the grandfather of all theme park managers, so we have to work within the bounds of the system that it allows us to do. So let's grab the Fizzly again, and let's get another pass at this. I thought I had enough cleared, but we don't. Let's see if I can clear these guys. Let's grab these few trees over here. It's funny that it costs money to clear the trees, though I guess that makes sense. There we go. That should give us the room we need. So let's drop it. Oh, we don't have enough money. Okay. Well, what's the worst that can happen? Let's see about our finances. Let me actually drop into the finance menu itself, and let's take a loan. Take it up to 10 grand, and then we'll plop in our ride like that. Look at that, beautiful. And then we should be able to put the entrance here and the exit here. And then let's grab our queue, and this will probably end up being the last ride we build. It should be pretty exciting. So we'll drag this out, make sure we have lots of room. Roller coaster in path. We can't bully the coaster anymore. So let's see, tree in the way. Let's see if we can take it around. Might have to consider this a little bit. Can we bring it across? No, it's too low. Then we'll just bring this along the backside of this other coaster, and that should do it. Let's go ahead and open that bad boy, start getting some business, and then we'll also drop in some park benches because it is a very long walk out here. And we understand that here at the park. So we are going to put the benches on the way. That way people can find their way out here. Nobody's in the queue line. Let's put it at $1. And it seems like maybe it's too intense. What's going on here? Let's see. Awaiting test results. Well, we didn't test it, but it's a pre-built design, so hopefully it's all right. Maybe that's not the way to run a theme park, but that's okay. We're gonna go for it. So let's see if we can get some people convinced to come onto the new coaster. It looks like some of them are interested at least. It's going to be a pretty intense ride compared to the one that we've previously run. There we go. So it's starting to go. We can watch the velocity here, and it's gonna take them all the way up and then release them. And there's a beautiful loop. So after this first run, we'll have a little more data. All right, we have our test results for this guy, and it is high, medium. So pretty reasonable all around. Hopefully more people start showing up now that we have a little more testing done on it, and we should start making some money. Oh, I stand corrected. I said that was going to be the last ride we put in, but it looks like we unlocked bumper cars, so maybe we can put one of these guys in. Let's see, how big are we talking here? Not bad. Let's clear these trees out of this section over here, and let's rotate this around, and I think we can wedge it in. We're not going to be able to do with the queue. Aha! Oh, that's something. You can just put it in underneath the coaster there. That's not quite right. Let's do that again, because I don't want to take advantage of the game, you know? So let's bulldoze it and relocate it like this. And then we'll put the entrance over here and the exit right there on that path. And then what we'll do is we'll grab our queue and bring it around like so. And that should do it. Let's open it up, do a buck like we always do, and we should be good to go. So now we've got our bumper cars in. Very cool. We have a lot of classic rides here. It's very exciting. Let's see how our coaster's doing. Wow, there's a lot of people on this. Very cool. Let's see. Look at our finances on it. Yeah, we're looking good. 78 bucks profit, easy money. And that probably truly is the last ride we're going to put in, is that bumper car, because it is October, which means by the end of this month, we'll clear our goal for this scenario and be good to go. So let's let them finish that. We can end it on a little decoration. Let's put some, we have a little bit of extra money, put some flowers in, kind of make the park look a little nicer. This is a nice tree. We'll put a fancy feature tree right there, and we'll do another one over here, and let's see what other options we have. We got these big boys. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Just kind of dress it up a little bit, make the park look less devastated after we got rid of all these different trees. Let's see. Ooh, we could put a fountain in. Let me see. I'm not sure what this is. Is that a horse? Is that supposed to be a horse? I think it is. Well, let's drop in a horse somewhere, maybe behind the park bench there, in between the flowers is a good place. And that should do it. Oh, it does say horse statue, horseman statue, unicorn statue. All right. Yeah, let's drop one of these guys in like that. And then we'll go back to our flowers and we'll grab the same flower and do the same thing here. Grab a park bench and put it there in front of it. That way people can sit in front of the unicorn and get their picture taken. You know, information kiosk is right there. So it kind of all fits together. And that should do it. Coming up on the end here, 16th of October. And I think we've done pretty well. A lot of these rides are extremely popular. Granted, we only custom built a couple of them. A couple of them are the pre-built ones, but that's all right. We, you know, we're just getting back into the game. So it's important to take your time and try to make sure you're just having fun instead of stressing over stuff. So sometimes I think it's easier just to plop in one of the pre-built ones if you're just looking to add something quick to your park, just to give guests a little more to do. So we're gonna wait until the end of the month, and that should clear this scenario for us. I'll catch up with you in just a second. All right, and there you have it. We have completed Forest Frontiers. We have gotten 250 guests by the end of October of year 1, as well as maintained a park rating of at least 600. It looks like we finished our objective with a company value of $5,319, which is pretty good. So we are doing well. So let's go ahead and type in the name for the scenario chart. We're gonna call this Go Rewind 1. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I had a really great time taking a trip back through memory lane. I know this is a little different, but I did want to share some stuff that really inspired me to keep playing games that I'm playing on the channel today. You know, management sims, tycoon type games. This is really a core part of my childhood. So if you did like this video, please consider giving it a like and drop a comment. Tell me about what your favorite theme park ride is. I think everyone has a different one. I know a lot of people are going to say roller coaster, but you know, you might be surprised. Some people like some really cool stuff. If you want to see more content like this in the future, please consider subscribing. I do release at least one video a week, and I always appreciate more support and being able to get people to enjoy really cool games that I personally love. So this was Games Over Explained, playing RollerCoaster Tycoon Deluxe, and we'll see you next time.